I guess I'm Josh.
Banks. We are together. Odd Places going.
Hi, Roll.
Josh, do you like to pay taxes?
Do I like to pay taxes?
You okay?
Is that what you said? That's the
No. That's not the question. I like is not the word. Do you pay taxes? Let's start there.
Yes.
Okay. Do you pay taxes willingly?
Willingly. In a way.
Okay.
I like it. I like infrastructure. I like things that taxes go towards. So I understand the need to pay taxes. That's willingly, right?
That's willingly. Yeah, that's the most willingly I've heard. So I'm going, I went to this tax seminar just to learn about taxes. And this economist basically said 5 or 6 times in this hour, 50-minute seminar, I'll show you how to not pay so much taxes. It's like he was saying, I know how to get you out of doing your democratic oath to the country. Why? Go ahead.
What about the oath to you and your family to legally use the tax code to pay as little as possible?
And I will be honest with you, I have tried to do that my whole life. After listening to the seminar, I don't think about it anymore. I mean, I don't think about like, I'm going to try to get out of it as much as I can. Okay. So 7-8 years ago, I buy some land. I use my 401k to pay for it. So I take it out, and it was either go to the bank and have the bank charge me, or take it out and give 25% of it to, it was $100,000. So I had to give $25,000, which was a tax to the government. I decided to go the government route. I was like, okay, I'm going to pay taxes. I'm not going to try to skirt it. I'm not going to give the money to a banker or the bank shareholders to get a new pool or a new home or whatever. I'm going to give it to the government for, at the moment, I didn't think about that. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to go give it to the government. Now, listening to this seminar, I was totally enthralled by how much we push not to pay our fair share of taxes.
Whoa. Our fair share. What is our fair share? Is it more than we legally should pay?
All right.
What's our fair share?
A fair share is, wow, we're going to get the tax code, which I'm not good at. Here it is.
Not a number, but how do you determine what's fair, what's not for someone to pay?
There's so many moving parts that if I hire an accountant and I say, I don't want to pay any taxes, find a way to get me out of it, she can do that. Legally, basically, she can do that.
To an extent, not.
To extent. My point is, why do we try to not pay? Why is the word taxes such a bad word?
We want to keep our money.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We pay for the road out there. We pay for that. The taxes in here, the taxes in the state and the county, federal government, those taxes pay for, I mean, I think if we equate taxes to what it gives us, police officers, it pays for the policeman, it pays for the sheriff, it pays for the,
I'm going to give you another wrinkle then.
Okay.
We lose control over where the money goes when we give it to government.
Okay.
I think we don't like that. A lot of people don't like that.
Okay. Here's my argument to that. You have not complete. You have you can find out where that money goes. It is open,
Yes.
$1 million came in.
You don't get to control directly where that money goes. So if you're a Christian and the money goes to Planned Parenthood because they're getting a subsidy from a local government, for example, you can't just say, no, you're not allowed to do that. The money's out of your control.
It is out of your control. However, you vote for, or you can give campaign donations to candidates which will vote or move the money to where you want it to.
And when your candidate loses, do you still have to pay tax?
Still have to pay taxes,
okay.
and that money goes, because collectively, a democracy, we come together and we take,
Oh, absolutely. And that you're talking legal.
Yes.
I'm just saying, if my candidate loses, that's even less reason for me to want to pay taxes, because now money's going to things I don't agree with.
Okay.
That's my
that is
reasonable
That is democracy, though. That
It
is.
Doesn't have to like it.
Okay,
You're
granted.
talking about why do people hate paying taxes so much? Why not do your civil duty? Why not be civil and have all the civility about taxes? That's why. Because it's going where I don't want it to go. I don't have control over the money now.
All right. My only argument for that is run for office, and you do have partly control. I mean, in my job on the board, we have $1.3 million over 3 years, and I get to decide where some of that. I mean, 1 of 5 members on the board.
Yeah. Well, let's not lose another point here as well.
Okay.
We're a couple of white guys talking about the tax code and hiring a CPA and all this. The tax code itself, because it's so complex, is actually a form of discrimination.
To who? To brown or black people?
To people in poverty who can't afford the CPA to figure out all the loopholes in the tax code and take advantage of investing in stocks and land and all these things where we get to do that. So it really, because it's so complicated, is why it's a barrier.
So what is the solution? I can't come up with a solution.
Simplify the tax code. Make it so simple you don't need
an accountant,
a person with a PhD to figure out what your fair share is.
Okay. So you say simplify it. Up to $25,000, you pay no taxes. And then from 25 on up, you pay 20% taxes. That will put whatever the number is, 18%.
But it's the loopholes.
No, you don't have any loopholes. You're saying simplify it. So
yeah.
So we'll go ahead and simplify this to the point where
if you have a child, no loophole, no deduction for a child.
None, those are going away anyway. I think they're going away.
What if you have a medical disability? Do you get any help there? Oh, okay. I just asked him.
Simplify it so that, from $25,000, you pay 18%. Here's what's going to happen, though. Everybody can go on to turbo taxes and do it. And
what turbo tax? It's a calculator.
Okay. The accountants will be out of a job. So how many other accountants there are going to be out of a job?
Yeah, exactly. It's like the people that ran the cotton gins. They're out of jobs too. But you know what? They probably adapted. They became bartenders or they became taxi drivers. It's okay.
Okay.
No one runs cotton gins anymore, paper or newspaper presses. There's still a few, but not many.
Okay, you're right. I hear you. So you're saying we evolved to another level. We evolved, the coal workers are going to evolve to be solar panel
We'll go find something else.
Installers.
That's relevant. Sure.
Okay. I get it. How do we change this this negative connotation of taxes on people? How do we change it?
Well, I think simplifying would do that.
All right.
If everyone, two things.
Okay.
Simplify the tax code. There's another very important thing. Universal voting registration and open and 100% access to vote for everybody.
Why would that help the taxes?
Just what you said before. If we don't get to choose the representatives, if my voice isn't being heard, then that's less control over where the money goes. I need my voice to count.
Okay, so you're saying simplify the tax code, simplify the voting.
Why don't we have automatic voter registration as a citizen? If you have a social security number, why aren't you automatically registered to vote? Why do we have to register to do something that's guaranteed in the Constitution? Or is that a whole nother?
That's a whole nother topic.
Fine, we'll do that one next time.
We're almost at the end here.
All
right. Okay. So those two things would make it. It's going to be generations to change this idea because we're all trying to not. You don't think so? No.
The psyche, yes. The tax code, no.
All right.
That wouldn't take generations to change the tax code, but to get our disdain, our distaste of taxes, yes. It's going to take time.
If we thought about what taxes equate to, if we, I don't want to pay taxes. Okay, you don't have a chief of police. Okay, you don't have a fire department. Once that happens, okay, you don't have Medicare. You don't have the Social Security. Once that happens, then the psyche is going to change. I think the psyche is going to change.
Yeah.
Because we're all thinking, the government has to make too much money and too much money.
That's true. Not only do they have too much money, but they also use it improperly. It's a general distrust of government.
You think we have too much money? You think the government has too much money? You do.
What's our defense budget?
In general, it's what is it? 60%, 40%?
$750 billion.
I get it.
It's more than the next 9 countries combined. And for what? our number one threat is domestic terrorism, not foreign. So, yeah, I think the government has too much money and they're using it improperly.
I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
We are Odd Places Going.
Viral.
Boom. Good one, Josh.